Today, I want to share with you the best trading card game to ever come to VR. Stick around. Hi guys, my name is Tony and welcome back to Jackal Dude Gaming here. I love to have fun in VR and help you have fun there too. So if you're anything like me, when I was young, I was obsessed with trading card games and I played all of them. I'm talking Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Duel Masters. Let me know in the comments below if you know what the hell Duel Masters was, because it died very quickly. But today, it looks like Seto Kaiba's dream is coming soon, as you can play a really cool animating trading card game in VR off of Sidequest, so you can play it even on the Oculus Quest. It's called Cards and Tankards, and honestly, I haven't had so much fun with a card game in a really long time. Now, the gameplay is great. If you're familiar with the rules of Magic the Gathering, you'll pick up on this very quickly. But the impressive thing that they've done is made an awesome community atmosphere around the game. The game takes place in a tavern with tables set up everywhere. You go up to a table and you place the deck of cards you have in either the Fight and Easy AI slot or in the PvP slot. But the difference in this game, when you put your deck in the PvP slot, you don't just get randomly paired up with some stranger across the internet. No, you have to take your avatar and physically go up to another person in the tavern and challenge them to a duel. Once you do that, then your opponent has to go on the opposite side of the table and place their deck in the PvP slot. This really brings me back to when I would go to comic shops and I would meet new friends by challenging them to a card game. And due to COVID and the state of the world and some comic shops not even doing that well, that kind of interaction is harder and harder to come by. And Cards and Tankards did an amazing job bringing that back into VR. Being able to eye your opponent down in the middle of their turn to try to read their movements really can give you some tells that you can't find on online trading card games. I am probably really obsessed with this game and will probably be spending a lot of time in it. So in a little bit, I'm going to show you my first PvP match, but even though it was my first PvP match, it was incredibly sweaty and close. So I'm going to do a little bit of commentary over that so you can get a better idea how to actually play the game. Let me know if this game interests you at all down in the comments. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and remember to hit the like button if this was informative or entertaining at all, and think about hitting the sub button so I can help you have more fun in VR. Now to the match. Here I'm fighting Jack. He's a quiet guy. I don't like this hand, so I'm going to redraw it. I don't really like this hand either, but I don't want less cards, so I'm going to accept. Jack comes in hot with some kind of plant monster.
No. Oh my god, his neck's broken.
I originally thought I'll take it out quickly with this spell that'll deal 2 damage, but then I thought I would get a head start on the life, so I use this spell to drain 3 life from my opponent and add it to myself.
Hey, Caldale, be careful, he's very agile. No, thank you, bud.
Summons a Bone Brute. He's starting to get a lot more monsters than I am on the side of the field, so I want to try to take out some of those, or make it even by starting to summon my own monster. I think once I get more mana, I'll start clearing out some of his monsters. He hasn't started attacking yet, so this is my chance to start taking out these monsters before they start hurting me.
Your head was all broken, so I poured a beer on you, and then you fixed.
So I have a couple of these spells that that'll do damage to monsters, and they'll also get boosted by my mastery, which is the ability of my dungeon master. And here I'm going to start throwing some damage and start kind of evening out the sides of the playing field. Didn't really work out in my favor because I couldn't take out the skeleton, and then he finished off my Gravedigger with the Dungeon Master itself. That's what's interesting about this game, that as the main character it shares your life, but it also has a 1 to attack, so you can actually use it to attack. So you're not completely defenseless if you don't have monsters. He's doing the same thing where he's kind of siphoning my life back into his, and he is attacking because I have no monsters to defend myself. So like I was saying before, that skeleton actually only has 1 defense left, so instead of just taking the damage, I'll still take the damage, but I'll also be able to use my 1 attack to finish off that skeleton, and then the plant monster will attack me.
We'll try it. Hey!
Going over some of the cards in my hand, I don't know if I just want to clear out his monsters or if I want to try to get the upper hand and get more monsters on the field.
What is this? What is this? What is this?
I use it helps.
What if... Can I use this?
The Mastery 2 increases the mastery on my Dungeon Master. So the Mastery ability is the first time you use a spell per turn that does damage, it is increased by the current mastery you have. And I believe my Dungeon Master is giving me 1 mastery, and this new creature is giving me 2 mastery. And unfortunately, he takes out my creature before I can cast a spell with it.
Oh, I actually have 4 of them now. How many do I have in this deck?
Jack's contemplating.
I have all 3 of them.
And I'm just looking at the other matches going on. That's one of the best things about this game, is just being able to see other matches going on and have that kind of camaraderie. He's attacking me with his plant. I decide to attack back just to get its health down a little bit. But not looking great. I'm kind of behind. I don't have monsters on the field, but I have some in hand.
Thank you.
So this hunting party is a great card because it's a low cost and it actually summons 2 of them. And then I will use this spell to do damage and finish off its plant. Kind of switching the tables, and now I have the majority of creatures on the field compared to him.
Well. Don't matter either way.
He summons quite a powerful one, a 4/5 with some abilities on it. Luckily, I've been holding on to this mob rule, which does damage and then does additional damage for every creature I have. So in combination with the hunting party, which summons multiple creatures, it becomes quite powerful.
You don't have to see my hand blockable.
Just to make sure it'll do the trick, summon another creature. And then with Mastery, you should do a total of 6 damage. The initial 2, and then 2 more for each creature I control, enough to kill its 5 defense. And then I will try to siphon some more health, just to try to bring back the balance of health. Finally able to attack with a monster, but he's going to counter it with his Dungeon Master. So I will get the damage off, but he will take out my last hunting party.
Yep, that's the match.
This Arcane Eater is probably one of my favorite. If you get it on the field and then are able to play a bunch of spells afterwards, it becomes a crazy powerful creature. Now this is an interesting card he played, this Rotting Insider. So it's a pretty decent, cheap creature where it's a 3 attack, only 1 defense. And when he summons it, it automatically comes to my side of the field, and at the end of each of my turns, it does 3 damage directly to me. So even though I do have a kind of a powerful creature now, it'll still slowly start eating my health. So I decided I'll take advantage of having the majority of monsters and kind of double up on that and just really try to play wide and see if I can kind of overwhelm him before this mushroom starts eating all of my health.
How did that even happen? How did that work? How did you do that?
See, I played that spell and my Arcane Eater actually got stronger. I'm going to use this monster to do damage to him, because I know he's about to do damage to me, and I thought I'd just throw me in there too to just get that extra point of damage. Really trying to widen my lead.
Oh, nice.
And there's that 3 damage directly to me. Hurts. But I'm in a pretty good spot where I have 4 creatures on the field and he has 0. Okay, he's bringing up my Arcane Eater back to my hand, which is unfortunate because all of the power-ups he got from casting spells I have to restart that over when I resummon him. So it was kind of a good move on his part. And now he's getting some creatures on the field, kind of closing in that gap with me playing wide. But I do have another hunting party, but I think I'm going to go with the Arcane Eater. If I remember how to summon a monster. And then the Book of the Ancients is going to increase it by 1 because I cast a spell. It'll also increase by 1, and then I also gain another mastery. And with the hunting party, I am again much more outnumbering my opponent in terms of monsters. Again, using the creature he gave me to attack, hoping he'll kill it so it stops eating my health. And it seems he does want to get rid of a lot of my creatures, so we are trading. A lot of these creatures only have 1 health, so we're kind of just trading. And that is kind of nice for me, because he finally takes out the mushroom, which was actually hurting me more than helping me. So I don't have to worry about losing that 3 health every turn. Now he summons this Missionary Vanguard, which does 1 damage to all of my creatures, and a lot of my creatures only had 1 health, so he did really kind of even out the amount of creatures we have now. Now I have this interesting card in my hand. What this does is free to cast, but it drains all of your mana that turn, and that amount of mana becomes its attack. So I have this very powerful zombie with 9 attack, but unfortunately only 1 defense. So if I can't get it directly into attacking the Dungeon Master itself, it ends up getting blocked and defeated very easily, and kind of a waste of 9 damage. I'm attacking with my Arcane Eater. And it looks like he doesn't want to take that 4 damage, so he does sacrifice his Knight person to block it. Now he summoned this insane creature, 15/15, and it can block multiple attacks. So there's no way I'm actually getting my creature through, so I use this spell, which is very nice, where I can cast it, it'll destroy one of my creatures, the attack of that creature gets dealt directly to my opponent, and then I receive health according to its defense. So I'm able to use this 9 attack creature without directly attacking him, and then I can use this spell plus my mastery to finish off his remaining health, which was how I ended up winning the match. It was very close because I honestly did not have an answer for a 15/15 multi-blocker creature. So good game. Thanks for playing, Jack, and thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it.